Hello, ladies and gentlemen. It's me, Mike Meyer, and welcome to Tennis Inside Out. It's semi-finals day today. Alexander Zverev will be taking on Yannick Sinner yet again. This time in the semi-finals on clay court. And the next match, the match to follow is Carlos Alcaraz against probably the surprise package of the tournament, Valentin Vacherot. But that's going to be later. We're going to focus on the first semi-final. It's going to be taking place now. Yannick Sinner has had a good start to this year. He's already won 2 tournaments. Alexander Zverev, yet to add to his tally, has already lost twice to the world number 2. And I think being on clay this time around, he might have a little bit more of an advantage, considering that the clay slows down the pace at which Sinner can blast his forehands and backhands, even his serves. So let's get straight into that. I want to talk about how it's possibly going to look, what the matchup, how it's going to entail, what's it going to entail, and how's it going to unfold. This is probably the one opportunity that Zverev will have in beating Yannick Sinner, as right now they're just recapping the last time Zverev won, and it was in Monte Carlo against Yannick Sinner. That might be playing in his mind. Can he do it again? Because the surface is slower, he's got a little bit more time to get to the balls. Yannick Sinner is renowned for hitting such big shots, using his weapon, his forehand especially, and causing a lot of damage, placing those balls close to those inner tram lines, never mind hitting deep in the court. And even though he can find good placement, Zverev has a little bit more time to get to those balls. So I predict longer rallies today. I think especially off the second serve. I think both players are serving considerably well when they're both getting their first serves in. This will be probably the deciding factor between these two, considering yesterday's match. And I was did the watch along against Fonseca. I thought Zverev had a low percentage of first serves going in. At times, yes, it rose, and those were the games that he found a lot easier to cruise through, to pass through. And I think for his sake, he's going to want to improve on that very quickly from one day to the next. For all the fans out there that want Zverev to win, I think it's really going to boil down to that. If they're going to be close sets, tie breaks, that's where Zverev is going to have to get a lot of first serves in. I think for Yannick Sinner, he is just floating on cloud 9. I think he's playing really well. He did have a 3-setter recently, which was a challenging one for Yannick. But I thought the way he started the tournament was fantastic. Obviously, the further you go in a tournament, you tend to play better players, better informed players. Sometimes look at Vacherot. I think, what a fairy tale it is for this man from Monaco, playing in front of his home crowd, reaching the semi-finals. But he's on form, and I think the way he's been playing perfectly well to have reached the semi-finals. And I think for Sinner, most definitely, this is something I predicted right in the beginning. In the very first live stream I did, I thought that Sinner and Zverev would meet in the semifinals. I just feel that I'm a little bit indecisive. I think it's going to be a terribly close match. I can't guess who's going to win right now. I really want the match to start, and after a couple of games, 3-4 games, I will have a better feel of what it's going to look like. And then I can make a real prediction. But I do feel that if this was the moment for Zverev, it's in his hands. It's in his hands. He's beaten Yannick Sinner here before in Monte Carlo. That was many years ago. but still, this is his opportunity. This is his chance. I see Chris is in the house. Let's see what Sinner can do today. 2 sets? Sinner 2 sets? You guys are on the same level. Nice, nice comment. Remesis is also in the house. Asking the question, can Sinner win in 2 sets? Gosh, I thought this was in the beginning of the tournament. I felt that this is where Sinner could possibly get undone. Um, it's it's long overdue. Zverev should be adding a fifth win in his tally. Um, I think I'm going to go with the underdog. I think everyone's expecting Sinner to win, but this is before the match starts. I'm looking at the obviously the past matches is it's all in favor of Yannick Sinner. Um, I think back to Indian Wells, what a close match. Yes, Sinner did dominate those two tournaments, Indian Wells and Miami, but he wasn't playing his best. I do feel he's playing much better. I do feel that Sinner is he's he's um he's tightened up on those unforced errors. There are less unforced errors in his game now. Um, it's gonna be a tight one. I predict it's gonna be 3 sets. He beat Yannick when he wasn't under drugs. Now it's a whole different game. Okay, so now these players are on par. A lot of people think that maybe uh, the the physio who was rubbing in all of those drugs into Yannick Sinner's skin that probably has worn off now, and he's back to being human after winning the the Sunshine Double, the only person in history to have never dropped a set. So maybe Zverev has an opportunity to beat that person. Um, I think it's going to be 3 sets. It's it's going to be interesting. It's really going to be interesting. I wonder if history really plays a role here. I know it was a long time ago. I don't remember the exact date. It was a long time ago that these two last met. Um, that was a quarterfinal? I think that was a quarterfinal match. Um, Let me check here. But I guess Sinner is the favorite. He should win. I mean, we're going far back. Far back. Monte Carlo 2022. So, yeah, I guess Zverev was at that age where he should have won. Sinner was 20 years old. I mean, he's come such a long way since then. But since then, um, Zverev did win the US Open 2023. So that was about a year and a half later. That was in 5 sets. But since August 2024 in Cincinnati, um, Sinner has won 7 times in a row, including the last two now in Indian Wells and Miami, where he didn't even drop a set. I do want to underline what I'm trying to say, though. That is hard court. So it's been 4 years. Wow, 4 years and 4 days since they last played. The last time these two met on clay was 4 years and 4 days ago. So yeah, this is gonna be an interesting one. Oh, I hope we got a battle on our hands. I want to see top tennis and at its best. At its best. Let me put this. That is a bit of a funny comment. I'm going to put that up for everyone to read on the screen. And I am going to start a poll. We're going to write the question. Okay. I'm going to phrase it a little bit differently. I'm not going to ask who's going to win. I want to find out from you personally, who would you like to see go through to the final? And why can I not post it? There we go. Sin at 6 love. 7-6. Okay, Ashley, very very interesting. Who would you like to see progress through to this year's Monte Carlo final? Please go ahead and cast your vote. Gosh, just imagine it would be Zverev against Vasharov. Oh. Wow. Yeah. I think everybody is predicting a Sinkaraz final. Makes sense. Makes sense. I think Vasharov has done fantastically well to get as far as he has, but I think it would take a miracle to beat Alcaraz. Oh, it would just be such an arduous task of beating him. It's never impossible. It's never impossible. This game, this is a tight one. Yeah, I don't know. I'm really torn. I think it all depends on the start of this match. I think the gentleman who's going to win the first set will probably win the match, even if it's in three. Um, yeah. What do you think? I see the players have started warming up. Players are currently warming up. Yannick Sinner has won the toss. And of course, if Yannick Sinner wins the toss, he will choose to serve first. That makes total sense. All right. All right. A lot of people starting to cast their vote. Gosh, it's looking very one sided. I think most people want to see a Sinkaraz final. I think it's long overdue. We were expecting that in Australian Open, didn't happen. And you just itching for maybe an Indian Wells hard court final, didn't happen. And now so close once again. Very impressive though. Think about that. The top three seeds have made it through to the semifinals. Vachereau wedging himself right in there for the semi-final. I think he's done tremendously well. Oh, Remesis. Of course we do. We want to see the best players. Okay. However, if the best player in today's semi-final is Zverev and the last semi-final, the best player is Vachereau, then let it be, right? I think that makes sense. That's a good point. Let's put that up. That's a very good point. It's true. I think it's true. It's gosh, the impact that both these players have when they get on the court, phenomenal. I think even Carlos's serve is starting to get better. He's in his happy place, right? He's on clay. I'm just very impressed with Sinner, and that's why, yeah, if he is the best player today and he does go through to the final, gosh, wouldn't it just be terrific if he meets Alcaraz? Because that will just be a real deciding factor on who's the best right now and probably who will end up after this tournament being world number one. They're so close with the points. Vacheron and Sasha, Mike, do you want tennis to tank? It's I can't see that happening. Yeah, I don't know. This is just such an exciting day. Vacheron just looks. I'm so excited about that match later. But this one here, Yannick Sinner, Alexander Zverev. Alexander Zverev will feel at home. He's a resident. This is where he lives. He lives in Monaco. It's probably the courts that he trains on off season. Oh no, got that wrong. Alexander Zverev will start off. And here we go. Attempted first serve down the middle of the court, straight into the net. So into that backhand cross-court duel, heavy forehand topspin inside out is long. First point goes to Alexander Zverev. Tatiana. Привет. Oh, huge forehand miss hit. It looked like a casual return. Cross court with the backhand from Yannick Sinner. But it took Zverev by surprise, falling backwards, leaning back. Yeah, skied that forehand. Really bad miss hit. First serve out wide, serve and volley. Half volley drop shot. Wow, beautiful pickup. Missed the nonchalant Alexander Zverev. Looked very comfortable picking that one-hand backhand, half volley. Another serve and volley attempt. Interesting. Yeah, I feel interesting, Remesis, that Vacheron has home advantage, definitely. Zverev probably feels very much at home as well. Drop shot coming forward to the net. Beautiful two bounces. Sinner, with all the speed, could not reach it. Ooh, intelligent play. And great touch right now. Oh, stunning. First serve, down the middle of the court. Backhand cross court, aggressive from Zverev. Happy to stay cross court. Sinner decides to change direction. Sinner goes hard with the forehand down the line. Beautiful execution and winner closer to the baseline than the inner trem line. All right. Gusia. I don't know if that's Glover. Bog Usher Glover. I think Sinner is going to win this. What a return. What a return from Sinner. How many times does he do this? Zverev was caught in two minds. Oh, full stretch. Trying to get the first serve. That was planted very well and powerfully down the middle of the court. Played it right back, but into the corner of Zverev on his backhand side. Again in a long rally, heavy forehand topspin. Almost looked like a lob from Zverev. And eventually hits his double hand backhand long. Yannick Sinner has break point. My goodness. It was looking all very positive just now for Zverev lead. He was 40-15 ahead. Big serve down the middle of the court. Zverev has to be pushed back from that depth. And very well executed return forces Zverev to hit it out. It's an early break. The first game of this match. Sinner decides to take a couple of sips of water. Zverev just walked past with his head down. Ooh. I think Sinner is suffering from what I'm suffering, possibly. Hay fever. Spring has sprung. Second serve, kick into the backhand. Inside in, return from Zverev was short but with angle. They're in a rally and Zverev missed the ball completely. He went back inside the court, inside the baseline to just level it out. Bit of an embarrassing moment there. That can happen on clay. Please don't. Cameraman was zooming into the mountains in the background with dark clouds looming over. And while I'm speaking, they were in a backhand cross-court duel. Yannick Sinner tried to change direction, but he just steered his double-hand backhand too long. 15 all. Eric Christian is in the house. Yep, I got attacked by a bale of straw the other day. Damn hay fever. Yeah, it just hits you in the face and then it just doesn't go away. I find it really bad mornings. I sneeze a few times during the day, but nights are. Yesterday was the first time that I was just rubbing my eyes till they're probably bleeding. Oh, stunning technique, and Zverev almost got there. Beautiful approach, and from Sinner, Zverev tried to go with a double hand backhand cross-court, short angle. Nimble footwork from Sinner, perfect technique. Just placed that single-hand backhand volley down the line. But on any other surface, I think it would have been a winner, and Zverev got there. That might just give the German a little bit of hope that it's possible to reach Jannik Sinner's attacking balls. There's that first serve out wide from the advantage side. Backhand into the ground first before going into the net. Sasha seems to be distracted. Maybe he's also looking at those rain clouds. No, hopefully not. So lovely, and still there's no wind. Kick onto the backhand. Sasha standing really far back. Aggressive backhand cross-court from Sinner. And it looked like that backhand was long from Jannik Sinner. Great first serve down the tee. The return is too short. Alexander guesses the right way. There's the drop shot from Sinner. Clips the top of the net, goes over. I think it was 2 bounces. Sinner takes a 2-love lead now in the opening set. And it's a full house. Of course it would be. Please, no rain delay. Yeah. I hope the same. No. It's only cloudy. Oh, and it looks like even the rain's been moved from Sunday to Monday. That'll be great. An attempted approach from Alexander Zverev onto the forehand of Sinner goes long. 15. Oh, big forehands cross court from Zverev. But now he's being pushed back. Oh, what a winner. Forehand cross court. He was lucky. Sinner tried to change direction. At some point, they were playing backhands cross court, and then he wanted to go down the line, clip the top of the net, and it was a huge let. Yeah, the net just took away all the power, just set up nicely for Zverev. He had all the time in the world and placed that forehand beautifully cross court. First serve's in. Backhand return is short. Double hand backhand approach. Backhand volley is short, and Sinner smashes at the highest point his forehand down the line for a winner. Gary Peters is in. Hello. Yep. The weather is very shaky. It's more cloudy than sunny, it looks like. I'm not seeing the players casting any shadows on the court, so more overcast. Into a backhand cross-court duel. This will probably suit Zverev. And I think something fell out of... Oh, I think it was Jannik Sinner's. After blowing his nose, he probably put it. Did he put the tissue in his pocket or something? Because it fell during the rally. They were in that backhand cross-court duel, as I was saying, and then it looked like a tissue like fell out of his pocket onto the ground. They had to stop play. So they're retaking the point. Watching tennis all day, then MMA all night will be a good day. Gosh, I think because of your reminiscences, I was having a dream about MMA, but I was very nervous. Oh, huge miss it. Some lovely rallies, forehand exchanges, backhand exchanges. Oh my goodness. This is not looking good right now. Yeah. So there's the culprit. He put the tissue into his pocket. Should have left it on the bench. First serve Zen, great return, pushing Zverev back again. The reply was too short. Huge forehand winner from Yannick Sinner. 3-love up. Wow, wow, wow. Some people holding up Italian flags, some people holding up pictures of carrots. We all know what that means. Oh my goodness. Yeah, reminiscences. I was dreaming I was a fighter, but I didn't end up fighting. That's one thing that didn't happen. But there was like this whole prep of like getting ready to fight. I just woke up. I had to think of you. I think of you when I wake up in the morning. Can you believe it? I'm like, maybe it's all that MMA talk. That's an incredible sport. But back to tennis. This is some lead right now. I actually want to go back to that match. I want to see. So back in 2022 in April, it's the last time they played on clay. Zverev beat Yannick Sinner. That was 4 years ago in 3 sets. Sinner won the first set 7-5, then went on to lose the second and third set 6-3, 7-6 consecutively. But that was 4 years ago. Zverev was 4 years younger, and Yannick Sinner was a lot younger than that. Told you, Sinner in 2. Oh, we'll see. We'll see about that. Ashley Partridge, Zverev looks bad. Everyone's talking. Alex's dad is having a word. Brothers trying to pass on some words of wisdom. And we just have to wait a little bit. Oh, Ashley. Ashley thinks, wow, Sinner's going to win. 6-love, 6-1. You think Sinner's gonna have 2 donuts today, the semi-final? Oof. Oh, that can't happen. There we go. We're in the rally. Backhand's cross court. And eventually Sinner hits his backhand long. First serve percentage thus far, 77%. First serves going in for Zverev. Is that right? Sinner was at 43%. Did I get that stat right? Hate is a strong word, gentlemen. Dislike the way he plays. Big forehand down the line, forcing Zverev to stretch on the backhand side. Can't get it over the net. I really enjoyed watching the first 4 points. If I'm a Zverev fan, if I was a Zverev fan, I'd be thinking, okay, he needs to continue that. Try to get to the net, play drop shots. And then it just all stopped. Since then, it's just become a bit one-dimensional. So the opening game, there's a drop shot from Sinner. Beautiful, 2 bounces. Oh my goodness. This is one-way traffic right now. Big backhand down the line, forehand down the line from Sasha. Is just trying to keep it on the backhand side of Sinner. It makes sense. Drop shot from Sasha, clips the top of the net, goes over. World class. World class from Sinner. You would just think for a second, a drop shot that hit the top of the net would have put the world number 2 off. But he did not change his mind. The way he guided that forehand, he just pushed it down the line, beautifully placed, centimeters away from the inner tram line and the baseline right in the corner, turned Zverev into a spectator. Serve and volley. And Zverev chasing the backhand, tried to hit a one-hand backhand passing shot on the run. To no avail. Oh, gosh. So this is normally the moment where I say my prediction. I think Sinner's going to win. I think he's going to win. I think it seems so obvious now. Kick into the middle of the court. Zverev had to, Sinner had to move to make space, but he's really under pressure. Backhand volley from Zverev down the line, and wow, on the stretch, Zverev could not reach the attempted passing shot from Sinner and hit his forehand volley in the net. I think he was just trying to get it over. Oh, stunning passing shot attempt. Caught Zverev by surprise. Second serve. Kick again into the backhand. Sinner has time to get around. He's standing really far back. Backhand slice cross court. Double hand backhand aggressive from Zverev's cross court. Now they're in the forehand cross court duel. Sinner goes into the middle of the court. Now inside of backhand, back into the forehand of Zverev. He goes again to the forehand of Zverev. They're just hitting down the line to one another. Forehand to backhand. Drop shot from Sinner hits the net. Interesting point. First serve attempt was meant to pull Sinner out wide. Zverev hit it on the tape. Came back to his side. Second serve. Kick into the backhand side. It was a bit more power. Sinner had no time to get around the ball. They're in the backhand cross-court. You want to feel that Zverev was putting pressure. It looks like he's adding more power. First serve's in on the forehand. Return was a bit short. Drop shot. Way too high. I think the placement of the drop shot was good. But yeah, I think he was trying to lob a 5-year-old. There's too much air on that. Oh, Sinner's so quick. I mean, when he hit the highest point, here's the net, and then the highest point was up here. Just smashed that forehand down the line. A good first serve down the tee, double hand backhand. Looked like a miss-hit return from Sinner. He's been in this situation before already in this match. Game point. Second serve. Sinner's looking more aggressive. He's probably going to end up on the baseline. As he is, yeah. Inside out forehand return is long in the tram lines. First game for Zverev, and he's on the board. But he still has a monumental task ahead of him. Looks like he's struggling from one game to the next. I think right now, it's clear to say that Sinner is possibly the favorite. Of course, when Zverev gets that first serve in with power and placement, Sinner is struggling. He's managed to get a few good returns in, but most of them are going out. Or they're just ending up short. In general, Sinner's just looking fantastic. He's playing smart. He's playing aggressive as well. Very few unforced errors. And even when he's under pressure, he's able to ask Zverev a question, can you get this one back? And that's where Sasha is really struggling. It's just another level right now. Just another level. And I think the scoreline says it all. Oh, very nice. Got a lot of people voting. I get a feeling of how the chat stands with support. Jannik Sinner served the 6th game of this opening set. People walking around here at the bottom of the screen, trying to make their way to their seats. Jannik is in a hurry. He's just continuing. Kick serve into the middle of the court. Sasha had time to get around and play his forehand. Looks like he's adding more power to his ground strokes. He was in two minds to move forward and probably should have. It came back again to the backhand side. It was a bit of a funny bounce. Didn't lift up nicely for German, and then he slammed his double hand backhand in the net. First serve is wide in the tram lines. Second serve. Return cross court. Forehand down the line. Backhand cross court from Sinner. Sinner changes direction again to the forehand. Zverev goes into the middle of the court. Awkward forehand from Sinner, and Zverev really tried to change the speed in that rally, change the rhythm with an explosive forehand. Just couldn't find the court. Oh, that's a good, interesting point. Eric Kristen. Very interesting. I'll just put that up there so everyone can read it. If you don't have the live chat on. Oh, great return. But now Sinner's moving forward to just level out the court. See, I would be doing that before all the points start. Zverev is a comeback king, says Eric. He once came back from being... Oh, I should read the messages first. And Chris was hoping for a bagel. Kick onto the backhand, return cross court. They're in a backhand cross court duel. Sinner changed direction because it's probably short. Inside out forehand, and it's just Zverev is chipping back short. Sinner's at the net. Beautiful double hand backhand passing shot from the German. That might have been a joke, Eric. But I wonder if there was some sanity in the madness. Oh, stunning precision. Under pressure. Zverev relied on that the trusty backhand. Still think it's one of the best in the world, especially down the line. My goodness. Oof, powerful serve down the middle of the court. Couldn't even see Zverev. You're standing so far back. The stands were blocking him. The bottom of the screen. Too good. Too good. Those serves. First serves. 12 out of 19 in this match. 6 out of 16 for Sinner. So low percentage. Oh, beautiful first serve. But Sinner's been pushed back. It was a very good return. Inside out forehand from Zverev. Goes long. 5-1. One-way traffic here. Gosh, it's already 31 minutes. I come to the end of the first set in the semi-final of a Masters 1000. Come on. I mean, it's spectacular seeing Sinner, how he's playing. First serve goes in a wide. Sinner just controlled that return so well. And as the rally's picking up, you can see how he's just starting to control it under pressure. After Sinner hit a forehand down the line, Zverev just looked awkward. I think he got his feet in the wrong place. Should have probably been more open stance, as you can imagine someone like Djokovic or even Sinner himself would do. But he brought his right leg across, just almost jamming himself. Zverev couldn't control his trusty backhand. Body serve on the backhand side, returned with ease. Sinner putting on that pressure with a backhand cross court. Beautiful backhand down the lines, getting so close to the tram lines. Back onto the backhand side. I think that's where Zverev is happy. Oh gosh, double hand backhand in the net. Oh my word. the quality of Sinner's forehand and his backhand, I must say, it's fantastic. 9.9 right now for his forehand and 8.8 for his backhand. So when you're in a rally, Zverev's thinking probably he doesn't need statistics. He can feel it. Just put it straight to the backhand. Backhand slice from Sinner. Inside out forehand is miles out from Zverev. Love 40. I'm speechless and I'm so impressed as well at the same time. I guess I was hoping for 3 sets. That's the thing. You can look at stats, you can look at history, and when the match gets started, who would have ever thought? Well, I think Ashley Partridge, you're not too far off. Is about to make it 6-1. I know you said 6-love, 6-1, but who knows? Maybe. Gee whiz. I mean, Sinner is completely under pressure. Beautiful how he got his backhand back. They're in the standard rally. Oh my word. What a backhand winner down the line. That's Stefan Edberg. It looked like Stefan Edberg in the crowd. As I was saying, they were in a standard backhand cross-court duel with one another. Sinner is in a rush. He needed to sit down. What a beautiful backhand down the line. I was just complimenting a few points ago what a stunning double hand backhand Zverev has when he hits it down the line. But that one was soon forgotten because the last one that just won him the first set, last one from Jannik Sinner, is engraved into my memory now. And it will be there for a long time. Phenomenal, phenomenal. I don't need to look at any stats. This is going one way right now. The Italian is looking superb. And I already saw that in the very first match he played in the second round early on this week. He had a better start than any other tournament that he played in January, February, or even March. So he's loving clay right now. And it's just fantastic to see. The quality is so high. I guess the way he won yesterday compared to Zverev's win, I probably should have thought more in those terms and looked at the most recent play. I mean, Fonseca was playing fantastically well. Zverev took a long time and it needed 3 sets to win that match, and Sinner's just fantastic. I can only sing his praises. This is phenomenal. Phenomenal tennis from the world number 2. Just cleaning the clay from the soles of his shoes. Jannik Sinner, let's get the second set started. First serve is in, out wide, opens up the court. Straight away, Sinner's at the net. Beautiful approach down the line. He has a smash attempt and nails it cross court. 15-love. Yeah, Stefan Edberg, my first hero watching tennis, my favorite tennis player, first favorite tennis player of all time. Fantastic first serve down the middle of the court. Forehand return. Zverev standing really far back. Looked very defensive. Flicking the racket up vertically from low to high. Probably trying to use the power of Sinner's serve. Got the frame instead. 30 love. First serve out wide is chipped high and long from Zverev. 40 love. My goodness. Oh my word. And he cleans up the first game of the second set with an ace out wide. What do you expect? My favorite women's tennis of all time is Wozniacki. Okay. Cool comment. Wow. It's my favorite of all time. My favorite women's tennis player of all time. I mean, I like Martina Hingis. That's probably just a little bit before your time. I'm not too sure. Martina Hingis was great. I mean, I managed to even see Monica Seles. I mean, I was watching her as well. Oh, she would have been, I think, the greatest of all time. Incredible stats that woman had. Double forehand, double hand forehand, double hand backhand. Second serve. Kick onto the backhand, inside out. Backhand return from Zverev, from Sinner was short. But Zverev really trying to hit with power. Probably paid off. Forced error from Sinner. Young Hingis was insane. She also had a great doubles career later in life and mixed doubles. She also did very well mixed doubles. 40 minutes. Slice serve down the middle of the court. Nadal-like forehand return from Jannik Sinner and eventually double hand backhand in the net from world number 2. I think he believes it was an awkward bounce somewhere very close to the baseline and just quickly leveled it out with his feet. Leveled out the ground. Great return. Inside out forehand. One hand backhand chip from Zverev. And a second backhand volley for Sinner into an open court. Zverev wasn't even interested in looking at that backhand. Tough. I think you should see how close that Sinner's getting to the net. I know he's tried already once to hit a lob, but he tends to push forward even after his first volley. So maybe there are more lob opportunities. But actually, first of all, what Zverev needs to do is get his ground strokes over the net. One step at a time. And I don't know, this is not even the right time to go back to basics. What can he do? Just trying to put myself in Zverev's shoes now. Has an arduous task now ahead of him. Third serve is in. Backhand return deep down the middle of the court, pushing Zverev back. And Sinner tried to change the speed of the rally. He wanted to add more power. He hit his backhand into the net. Game point. First serve points 1. Zverev 4 out of 18. 9 out of 11. Good first serve. Out wide. Open up the corner. It's probably the easiest point I've seen Zverev win in a very long time. First serve, down the middle of the court is long. Backhands cross court from both players, and Zverev came out second best. Second serve. Zverev still standing far back. Backhand cross court returns a bit short. Sinner's finding excellent depth. Now with the inside out forehand, backhand down the line, changes direction. Sinner, everything's going to his backhand. Oh, beautiful backhand down the line. Zverev can only slice his forehand back. He's really under pressure. Massive forehand winner down the line from Yannick Sinner. Zverev was miles away, still on his forehand side. Oh my goodness. Incredible. It's just another level. Scary stuff what I'm witnessing here. First serve is good. Sinner's at the net. Forehand volley down the line, and it's almost behind Zverev. Probably thought he was going to play a drop shot or something in that manner. Just cruising. First serve, points 1. Sinner, 83%. Zverev, 26%. So 1 out of 4 points he's winning off his first serve. Zverev, oh my gosh. Serve and volley. Zverev didn't move a muscle after the backhand return. Sinner wins his service game to love. Incredible. And here we go. Many of you are wishing and hoping that Sinner progress through to the next round. Exactly 71% of you voted. Thank you very much for casting the vote. 29% wish for Zverev to be in the final for the first time. This is his third time in Monte-Carlo semifinal. It would be his first if he had to make it to this year's final. First serve down the middle of the court. Well, that was a wild backhand thereafter. It was a short return from Yannick Sinner. And Zverev decided to just blast that backhand. Off balance as well. Oh, wow. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Anna. I'm very grateful. for your donation. Wow, thank you, thank you, thank you. Backhand cross-court duel. Sinner changed direction. He probably wants to play that forehand. That was the longest rally. In the end, Sinner came out second best. Yeah, shout out to Anna. Thank you, Anna. Much appreciated. Oh, I won't forget that. Remesis was first. First person ever. And very grateful. I know you're second now. Second serve. Backhand cross-court duel. Center managed to use his forehand now, inside in. Forehand down the line. Zverev's been pushed really far back. He had to play the drop shot. Oh, great drop shot from Zverev. Back and beautiful on the run towards the outside post. Sinner blasts his forehand cross-court. Zverev just too slow to react and tried to stretch out. But he's just not tall enough. First serve. It wasn't down the middle of the court, but it was definitely into the forehand side of Sinner, who mishit the ball. Winners till now is Zverev 5, Sinner 16. Unforced errors 8 for Zverev. No, 12 for Zverev and 8 for Sinner. Serve and volley. Backhand drop shot volley. Sinner so quick. Well anticipated from Zverev. Open court. Moved at the right time with the forehand volley. Placed it. It was all about timing. He had to move at the right time. And no chance. No chance for the world number 2 to get to that. He was still busy sliding when the ball was already traveling back to his side of the court. First serve down the middle of the court, and Zverev was in two minds again. A second time with the forehand cross court. Decided to stay back. What a huge forehand down the line. 2-all. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Yeah, Remus says, I've been thinking the same. My goodness. If this is how Sinner is going to treat his opponent in the semi-final, what is Carlos Alcaraz going to do to the home favorite, Valentin Vacherot? Yikes. And that match should be starting not before 3:30, so European time, so another 55 minutes. First serve out wide is out for Yannick Sinner. Kicks over to the backhand, pulls Zverev out of the court. Sinner decides to go back cross court. The drop shot, very well executed from Zverev. Sinner was forced to come up with something pretty, and he tried pretty hard to get that angled forehand. as he got to the drop shot, he wanted to play cross-court, short angle with the forehand, just couldn't get it over the net. Inside out backhand return from Zverev. Now Sinner goes hard down the line with his backhand, goes really aggressive cross court, and was thinking about hitting a drive volley with a forehand. Opted out. Probably the wisest thing to have done. The ball traveled out of bounds behind the baseline. First serve is returned to the bottom of the net by Zverev. A little bit lackluster from the German. Oh my gosh, unreturned serves in the second set, 8%. By Zverev, 36. By Sinner, and again another forehand return in the bottom of the net. So both players are holding their games. There's a bit more fight now coming from Alexander Zverev. I know I can see how the pole is shifting and changing all the time. It seems to be going in one direction though. I wouldn't count the German out just yet. Can Zverev win the second set? It's definitely possible. Right now, starting to possibly believe in himself, in his ability as well to win his service games at least. Been pushed back again from Sinner's return. They're in a backhand cross-court duel. The sun is coming out just to brighten the day. And eventually, Sinner was stretched a little more onto that backhand side, sliding with the open stance, couldn't get his backhand in. 15-love. Remus is working out at the gym while listening to what's happening in Monte Carlo. Thanks for tuning in. Remus is watching tennis with you while working out is the new routine. Oh gosh. I appreciate that. Very nice. Have a good workout, Remesis. Enjoy it. First serve down the middle of the court is returned short. Zverev goes big, cross court. Wow, that was beautifully placed. It looked like it hit both the baseline and the inner tram line deep on Sinner's forehand side. I think Sinner stepped forward just to flatten out the court, just in case the German feels like doing that again. You want to have a nice bounce. Oh, shame. Oh, I think Sinner tried to hit the ball to the ball girl at the net, but I think it hit her in the face. It bounced he hit into the ground, and then she ran into it. I hope she's fine. She'll be fine. Double fault from the German. This is really a make or break game. I can feel it. I don't know why, but play has been suspended for a second. Zverev stranded behind the baseline right now. So is Sinner on his side of the court. 30 all. I need to disqualify him like they did Novak at the US Open. Oh wait, no, only Novak gets treated with hatred. All right. Tennis may resume once again. And Zverev will try to put pressure on Jannik Sinner with his second serve now. Huge forehand cross court from Zverev. Opens up the court. He has to go down the line. Sinner hoists the ball up really high in the sky, but that was a far too easy smash for Zverev to sort out. So game point 40-30. And there's Boris Becker sitting behind Stefan Edberg. Looking very smartly dressed. First serves in, out wide onto the backhand. The backhand return from Sinner is long. Gosh, he got himself into trouble a few times. Short return and massive forehand winner from Jannik Sinner, standing just behind the service line. It was a good serve. Return wasn't anything to write home about. First serve again is in, down the middle of the court. The return is very high and bouncy. And eventually, Sinner put too much pressure on Zverev's forehand side. Zverev on the run. Looked like he tried to win the point. Hit and hope down the line. No accuracy. 30 love. Great first serve down the tee. Sinner again, once again, attacking with that forehand. He's gone up a notch. definitely added more power. Oh, Remesis. He definitely did come back. He definitely did come back. And he paid the price, not paying taxes. Great first serve. Double hand backhand return in the net. Well, still going on serve in the second set. Definitely more fight from the German. Took him probably a while to wake up after being hit straight on in that first set. Almost like he probably thought the door was wide open. I'm just going to walk through it, and it was a glass door. Slightly concussed from that first set. Zverev is starting to really find his groove now, especially behind his service game. I feel that I can't see him breaking Sinner's service game unless Sinner goes on to hit 2 or 3 double faults in a single game. That's very unlikely. So I can only predict if Zverev continues in this fashion and holds on to his service game, you'll probably see a tie-break set. Good to just point that out, Remesis. Just to, like a disclaimer, right? You got to read the fine print at the bottom of every comment. Yeah, I think nowadays it's difficult to also make sense what because you're reading messages. It's you could read a script of a stand-up comedian and go, yeah, this is not funny, but when he actually performs the stand-up comedy show, yeah, you can laugh your socks off. So thank you for the last comment. Second serve, kick onto the backhand. Sinner sends it back with power, falling backwards. Zverev slammed his double hand backhand in the net. First serve is good out wide. Sinner gets it back, chasing the ball on his forehand side. Doesn't reach it. It's a winner for Zverev. Totally understand. Totally get that. That's the point. That's what I was trying to say just now. That information can be misconstrued by others. Oh, yeah. Stunning drop shot from Zverev, and it was the right time to have done it. He had a really good backhand that pushed Sinner back. Oh my goodness. He just must be thinking, what must he do? Second serve. Onto the backhand. Sinner happy to return back to the middle of the court. Zverev being pushed back once again. Backhand's cross court. They're hardly moving. Sinner changes direction onto the forehand. Forehand cross court duel. Harder hitting from Sinner. Zverev wants to change up the direction. He goes to the backhand side now. Inside out forehand from Sinner is putting on pressure. Drop shot from Sinner. Brings Zverev forward. Oh, tried to be fancy with a forehand passing shot. It landed right on his feet, Sinner. That was close to Zverev. He dug out the drop shot from Sinner just beforehand, just before that shot, and placed that backhand slice nicely down the line. I guess, okay, so Sinner was caught in a three-quarter court, and he probably thought Zverev was going to play a drop shot. It definitely looked like it was going to do that. Oh, wow. Thank you, Chris. Respect, respect. Thank you so much for your donation. My goodness. And it was a short rally. Sinner jumping up on the short ball, trying to use his double hand backhand, slammed it down the line in the net. First serve was good. It pushed Sinner back. His return was short. Moving forward, Zverev inside the baseline tried to finish the point off with one more shot. Was only able to hit it long out behind the baseline. Unfortunately, it's getting tougher. It's getting tougher. Just feel that if he loses the next service game, this one, if it's this one, he's just not going to make it. It will be done in 2 sets. But he's really trying to pile on the pressure and the power. Hits the top of the net. Sinner couldn't decide to hit a forehand or backhand. Chose the backhand. They're in the rally still. Backhand cross-court duel. And Sinner probably just had a little bit more time. Heavier topspin from Zverev. It looked very slow. And Sinner mishit that forehand. Or mistimed it rather. I don't think he mishit it. Tried to go inside in. Found the tram lines instead. Kick serve with lots of power into the backhand. Drop shot from Sinner. Hits the top of the net. Zverev holds his game once again. Mike, you spend so much time for all of us. Keep going. Thank you. Thank you for that comment, Chris. I really appreciate it. Gotta send out some love. 15 love. Kick out wide to the backhand, return short cross court. Sinner's already full of power inside out forehand. Backhand down the line, forces Zverev to slide onto the forehand side. Sinner happy to stay on the forehand, but he switches to the backhand side now again. A little bit off balance from Zverev. Oh, what a rally from both players. There's the drop shot from Sinner. Incredibly well executed. Genius. Yeah, interesting point, Chris. I don't know. I almost feel that okay, Sinner's going to win this game. I can't see him losing his service game. But it's that time of the match. It's that moment where Zverev will serve to stay in the match. Will he break? Might not even go to a tiebreak. That's what I'm thinking. Meanwhile, back to reality. Second serve. Slice out wide. Is returned deep and out under the watchful eye of Jannik Sinner. Oh, both players are performing better than their average over the last 52 weeks. Sinner's at the net. Oh, what a passing shot on the run. Zverev goes cross court with the forehand. Oh, my goodness. Beautiful camera work. Just following Zverev running from the backhand side to the forehand. Oh, it was almost head height. Just felt like you were there on court. Incredible execution with that forehand. Sinner's trying to dominate. He did a bit of running. Dropped. Oh my word. Beautifully disguised forehand slice winner. I know it sounds strange, but let me just go through it. The last shot looked like he was going to play a drop shot. He showed it with a high racket face, and he just almost waited for Zverev to move forward, and then he just played it inside in forehand slice winner. Wasn't close to the lines, but there was no chance Zverev was going to change direction on clay to chase that down. Oh, world class. Spectacular. Absolutely spectacular. And this is the game I worry a little bit for Zverev. Yeah, he's got about 60 seconds left to pump himself up, get motivated, find inspiration somewhere to try and stay in this match. He's going to have to dig deep right now. He's done well in the second set, but I fear that this might be the last game. I guess Sinner could be thinking braver now. Just finish it up. Go a little bit bigger on his returns. First return, maybe not, but on the second return, I'm going to Wimbledon, I'm going to Charleston, I'm going to Indonesia. I've been invited all over the place, Ashley. But that would be great. I mean, that's the point of doing this. I love coming up with ideas, and yeah, it's a nice thought project to work on. Is to maybe do it in another country, do a live session somewhere else. Now, if you come to first serve is big down the middle of the court. It looked like Sinner couldn't find the middle of his racket. Couldn't get that sweet spot. Remesis, you were first in line. You did say you did invite me first. I'm gonna have to keep America in mind. Maybe US Open. Backhand cross-court duel for both players. In the end, slightly off balance, falling over the right leg. Alexander Zverev couldn't control the double hand backhand. Remesis, when I get to Charleston, we need to do a chat. Ashley Sinner, come on. Ashley Partridge, is Carlos next? Yes. Scheduled for not within the next half an hour. Double hand backhand cross court is long from Zverev. The pressure must be piling on. Sorry, European time. So when I say 3 o'clock, I'm referring to 3:30. I'm referring to the time that you see on the screen, because that's set to European time, and the time in Monte Carlo is the same for me in the Netherlands. So if the match had to end very soon, it's still going to be a half an hour break. I'm going to try to start a little bit earlier with the next feed. Inside out forehand from Zverev. He's got an opportunity to attack. He stays on the backhand side. Stunning backhand winner down the line from Sinner. He was wrong-footed for a second and just turned back to the backhand. Oh my word. And a little skip from Zverev, watching the ball go by, was thinking it was going to go out. Oh no, this has been the best tournament I've seen Sinner play at this whole year. And as you all know, my channel's, it's only been here for about 3 months, but this has been incredible. Wow, wow, wow. I mean, he's looking like a world number one. All right, Ashley, the Nottingham Open. I'm not too sure I know that, unless it's got a different name. But here we go, match point. They're in a backhand cross-court duel. Sinner changes direction now. Massive forehand down the line, and it's over. Incredible stuff. Sinner is through to the final. Incredible. What did I say? I thought Zverev was going to get undone in this game, and Sinner just took it to another level. He had to be braver. He had to feel that the ball was in his court. And incredible. Here we go. Sinner demolishing the number 3 seed. 6-1, 6-4. Yeah, Remesis. I'm actually going to put this one up now. That is superb. Actually, in a nutshell, that is Sasha right now, unfortunately. It's still loading. We're still waiting for something big to happen. And it always seems to happen with his opponent, especially in the big moment. It's unfortunate for Zverev, but this man is just on cloud 9 right now. Finale! Exclamation mark. Jannik Sinner writes on the camera. That was phenomenal. my goodness, if he plays like this in tomorrow's final, whoever he's playing is going to have problems. I know Alcaraz is a little bit quicker. He's going to also make it very challenging for Sinner. He's got a more expressive game. But I think that's what Zverev was trying to do today. He tried the drop shots. He tried angle balls. He tried heavy topspin balls. He tried the big serves, the kick serves, pulling him out wide. Too good. Too good from Yannick Sinner. Just on another level. Ashley's off for a cup of tea. Easy win for Sinner. He saved a lot of energy, says Chris. Very good point. That's a quick match as well. Hour and 22 minutes in his favor. And I think this is also a good moment for me just to go and also have a bit of a late lunch in time for the next semi-final. Please join in. It'll be so much fun. You can write in the chat. Tell me what you think. Let's grow this community. Subscribe to my channel. Like the videos if you've enjoyed this. Share with your friends. And I will see you very soon at the next semi-final, which I should be going live in probably less than 20 minutes. So, hope to see you there. Take care. Ciao for now.